Are you ready to do this?
What's up, YouTube? Brandon Ballin here. This is Zeus Macouse. Welcome to Gizmo Slip, the show where we unbox, review, and drop test the latest in technology. This week, we're bringing you the Samsung Galaxy S3. All right, well, let's get into it. Here's the Samsung Galaxy S3 box. It's a 4G LTE phone. Zeus wants to watch the unboxing too. And I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this off. It doesn't really have it has just like saying that, there's a battery and a phone in there and some packaging with a charger. That's all it says on the back. So there's the phone right there. And let's pull it out. Of course, it's wrapped in plastic as usual. Now, the big thing about this phone, in my opinion, is the screen. It's 4.8 inches. As you can see, it goes practically to the edge almost. It's about 1/8 of an inch on each side. So it allows for a bigger phone or a bigger phone screen in a smaller phone size, which is pretty big in my book. And it's also, wow, remarkably light. I think that has to do with the plastic backing inside. It's almost no metal. And also probably has to do because it doesn't have the battery in there yet. So that's going to be a big part of why it's so light. I'm just looking here. It's got this tactile button on the bottom right. It's the first thing I noticed. It doesn't have those touch buttons, though. It has Android 4.0, so they're probably just on the screen, which will still be annoying at times. But at least when you're watching a video, when you turn it sideways, those can go away. So there you go. It's got the LED flash, speaker, and a camera. It's got an 8 megapixel camera with 1080p video, and it's got a 720p camera on the front, and so you can actually record HD video on the front as well. And an interesting feature that I really want to try out is this. It's supposed to be able to track your eyes. It's supposed to be able to detect whenever you actually are looking at the phone, and then it's supposed to adjust the brightness accordingly. And for example, if you put the phone down like this, since it's not looking at my eyes directly, then it's supposed to turn off the display, and that's something I'm gonna have to test. Let's go ahead and see what else is in this box. All right, that's nothing. Here is the Verizon Start Guide. Just got some manuals in there. I'll take a look through that in just a second. Here's the USB charging cable. Here's the USB charger. It's a pretty big one. Usually they're smaller than this one. Maybe that's to help it charge faster. And this one actually has a pretty big battery in it. It's got a 2100 mAh, which for example, the Droid Razr Max has a 3300 mAh, which is a lot bigger, but this is still actually a pretty decent size. And interestingly enough, these headphones look like significantly better than the normal ones. They've got the rubber tips for in-ear. See if I can open these up for you guys so you can see. You've got the rubber in-ear tips, so I might actually potentially use these ones because that's the kind of headphones I like. And here's the battery, the 2100 mAh battery. And let's go ahead and pop it in the phone and fire it up, and we'll do a couple little tests. And I'll show you the screen on, and then we'll move on. And I'm just gonna pop the back. Right there at the top, there's a little thumb thing. Pop that out. That goes in right like that. And here's a spot for a SIM card and a micro SD card right there. So there's that. There's that spots. And go ahead and close this back up. And let's start her up. There it goes. And while that starts up, I'm just going to tell you guys, we're going to be doing the review on Wednesday and then drop testing this on Friday. And I'm really looking forward to drop testing this, seeing how it does, particularly because the S2, the previous version of this phone, did so well in drop tests. And I just really want to see if, this one does just as good or not. And oh, look at here. You can actually see that the tactile button, there's one tactile button for the home screen, and you've got a back button and a menu button right next to it. So I'm just going to do English, no SIM card, and apparently I can't do anything until I put the SIM card in here. So anyway, stay tuned for Wednesday for the review and Friday for the drop test. See you guys then.
GizmoSlip.com.